Hi, I'm Leila, and I'm currently a business student at National University of Singapore. I will be graduating this year in December, and I major in finance. I've had experiences in HR consulting, market research, and business development. Yeah, what about you, Tobias?
All right, so I'm Tobias Eriksson. I'm the head of R&D in a company called BROMMA. We are here today at Sweden Open sponsoring this event, and it's been good so far, meeting a lot of students and trying to get the best talent into our company. And especially for BROMMA, we are not so well known. So yeah, it's really be here and get the interest. So
Okay.
yes.
A lot of thanks for having this interview with me.
Oh.
And I think, first of all, a question I would ask is, what does your company do?
That's a very good question. So what my company do is, well, if you've seen all the world's trade today, it's done with containers. You've seen them on TV, you've seen on the news all the time where they're talking business. So you see all these small little boxes and containers. So my company, what we do is we have equipment that basically carries the containers, and we hold on to the container and move it from one place and then drop it off to another place. So our company does this equipment for many different type of cranes and different ports. We are headquartered in Singapore. We have a production in Ipoh, Malaysia. We are about 800 people globally, and we're part of a parent company called Kalmar. But that's not so important. BROMMA, we have our own brand, so we sell this equipment to worldwide. So
okay, cool.
That's what we do. Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. So, you are more taking a role on the tech side because you are in charge of the R&D of BROMMA. So, can you share a little bit more about what are some daily tasks you do? What is your job about?
So in R&D, so you understand it stands for research and development. So basically it's my job to ensure that the products we have still works okay, are kept up to date. So that's maybe the very most important thing, that things are moving along well with our existing products. That's number one. But the second one is to come up with the next products that we have. So if you think about my daily tasks, actually, it's a lot to follow up on our R&D projects. So we keep in track on the things that we set out to do, which we have a lot of challenges on all the time because it's new stuff. So there's a lot of discoveries. We do some design and then we do some tests on it, and whoops, didn't work very well. So then we need to go back to the drawing board sometimes. Sometimes we get stuck. We don't know how to move forward. So a lot of my job is to ensure I have the right team, you could say, to follow up on this. And then I get very much involved on some technical details myself as well. And also, I guess part of R&D is also that, we are solving the problems for the company. So any difficult things anywhere usually comes on my table and my team to solve. If it's something the customer is using our equipment in some unique way, or they see a problem that keep occurring that shouldn't be happening, or something, any difficult things to solve, problem solve also comes into to my team. So, and it's also my job to sort of keep the competence in-house to all this. So to ensure that once I get those difficult questions, I know how to solve them. So yeah, I guess if you want to summarize it, R&D, maintain what we have, move forward with the next stuff, and keep the competency healthy in the company. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, okay. If it makes sense. Yeah.
Right. I see. I can sense that you probably have to work with a lot of different people, departments in your company, and also you mentioned that you've been in this company for 7 years. Right? Am I right? Yes.
Yes, almost 7 years now.
So after 7 years and working with this company, what do you think is your favorite thing about BROMMA that kept you in for so long?
I think what I really like with BROMMA is that it's neither too big or too small. So it's a company where you can make a lot of impact in, I would say. You come in, you can know most people in the company relatively quickly. We are not that huge, and we are in a quite niche industry also. So I think that is maybe one of my favorite things. But But on a more day-to-day thing, my favorite is actually solving problems. Not all problems, I know. So some problems is tiresome to solve, but if the customer has some interesting thing, they say, oh, hey, we want to be more productive, or we want to do this, want to do that. They come and ask us, oh, is there any way you can solve this? Then we go back to my team, we discuss, maybe we can come up with this solution and something like that. That is my favorite part of the job, actually, to solve such problems, because it's quite creative. Unfortunately, I don't always have time for it, so we have all the long-term plans and we do a lot of things. But yeah, I mean, solving those fun problems, yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Maybe one last question I will ask is, for people like me, a fresh graduate, entry level, I'm about to graduate from college.
Right.
What kind of advice would you give to students like me who are willing to, give it a try for BROMMA? What's some advice? Yeah.
Okay, I think the advice that we have is don't be shy to say a bit what you want, what you're interested in. You'll be surprised, not just my company, but any company, any size. We don't always have a perfect plan on everything. So what to do and all that. So it's actually quite good to have some ideas yourself. Not perfect, but you have some input. Because if you show that, it means that maybe when you join us, you also have such ideas, and I think you can shape quite a bit, not everything, but quite a bit on what you will work on. So if it's any advices to don't be shy to express what you're interested in, and maybe you see something in the company, why do you do that? Isn't it better to do it that way? Don't be shy. Have ideas, initiatives. So that's maybe my main, I think, at least my company will really appreciate such people. To do that. So yeah, that's my main thing. So
right. Yeah. I mean, to everyone who's watching this, I've just met Tobias for just like a while ago, 30 minutes ago, and I think it's been a really good time talking to you, and I feel like you're very open to new ideas, even to fresh perspectives from students like us. So do watch out for BROMMA's internship and job applications. Yeah, and if you have, lastly, we're about to end this interview, right?
I'm not curious about you. Actually, I'm just talking about me.
If you have any questions for me, I'm gonna answer it now.
Okay. Now we actually talked a bit off Saturday also. So far, what is the most interesting thing you have seen about BROMMA so far? That maybe it's a bit different from other companies you have seen or experienced. Anything you noticed?
I think, as a local from Singapore, I've interned in multiple local companies as well as MNCs. But I think what really strikes me is how open you are to talking to someone like Debbie. Okay. Maybe you didn't notice, which is why I want to reiterate this. Because I would say normally when I go to events like this, I talk to people, especially higher executives. I would say it's more of like, I would be questioning a lot. I would be asking for opinions and stuff. But I think you are very open in terms of sharing what you think about what you do in work, about what you think about my future, which is something very different from what I usually get. So I can tell that the culture about BROMMA is it's just amazing. So
that's very kind words. Very kind words. I appreciate that. But I think just to reflect a bit on this, I mean, that's, I think because BROMMA, we are not well known. And frankly, often we don't have so easy to recruit the right people. We're not a very well-known company. Some companies, they have a position open. They open it, they get hundreds, thousands of applications. Right. So for they're a bit their market. But for us, it's not so simple. We're not so well known. So I think for us, it's even more important to connect better. I think all companies should do this, but just to say that for us, it's really important to connect better with people in events like this, etc. So that's kind of always the style I hope myself and my colleagues usually have. But actually, I've been to these kind of things myself early in my career, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
Then you come there and it's like, who are you?
Yeah.
And you ask questions, they're barely interested.
Yeah.
Or even trade fair. I was in one last week in Germany, one trade fair. And
What
then
is it called?
BROMMA is one of the world's largest.
My supervisor was there.
Okay.
Ricky was there.
Okay.
At BROMMA.
Okay, I did not see him. Okay. Yeah, but I was there. But then you go around with all these people there, and then you ask some questions, you know. Yeah. So I get what I mean. I think it's important to engage. I mean, you can't engage so well with other people, but I appreciate the comments then. Yeah, really good. But yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the time for this interview. And check out BROMMA.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.